entrepreneur, she's got the scoop. Community and entertainment, she's in the loop. Every smile a burst of velvet light. Through the screen she shines so bright. With the laughs and tales that weave tonight.
Well. Welcome to another episode of SKST Radio, and you tuned into the Kami Grayson Show. Guys, this is Business Networking Month, and we got phenomenal people who are going to share their stories with us. And let me tell you something. I have a guest. I think she's on this side. Yeah, a guest on this side. This lady over here. Okay, she goes by the name of Wanda Horton. Wanda, welcome to the show.
Glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, thank you for being here. Okay, guys. Okay, as you can read, y'all seen her information. You've seen the flyer out there. Wanda, tell us who you are and what you do or done for us in the United States of America here.
Well, hello, everyone. I am Wanda Horton. I served 35 years in the United States Army. And it's been an amazing ride. Who am I? I am a person of good character, love people. When people ask me what my gift is, they say love. I know how to care for people and take care of people. And that's how I've been successful in my career as a nurse, as a mother, as a friend, as a colleague, as a mentor, as a coach. I always lead with my heart, and taking care of people is one of my things I just enjoy doing. You know, people might like crocheting and other things. I love taking care of people.
Oh, I love it.
That's who I am.
Girl, let me just tell you something. So I want to know about your journey. I mean, so let's take it back. Let's roll it back. Yeah, so now you got into the military. Tell us what led you going to the military. So what happened before that, before you got to the military?
Okay, I love this story. Well, both of my older brothers both joined the military, but where they started at in high school was the junior ROTC program.
Okay.
And so they're like 4 and 5 years older than me. So I watched their journey with their friends. Fast forward, I go to high school. I do the same thing, join the JROTC program. And through that program, it really gave me the desire to be a part of the military, just from that program and watching my older brother who went into the Marine Corps. So my story about joining, it was just amazing. So my senior year in high school, I was in the LPN program, half of the day in high school, half the day in the program. Mm-hmm. So after I finished, I went to MEPS. I went to the recruiter because I want to join. I only have a certification. I don't have a degree. I go to the physical and I fail. I failed the physical.
Oh my God.
That was the longest bus ride from Richmond, Virginia, back to Norfolk. I cried my little self all the way home because it had been my desire.
Right.
But God knew what he was doing. So life didn't end there for me. So after that, life connected me with a Navy personnel who now became my husband. So I was living on that side of the spouse side of the military dependent. And in the midst of that, I went back to nursing school. So I went to nursing school, and it was a good friend of mine I met in school say, let's join the reserve. I'm thinking, man, I thought it was over because when I tried. And so I went to the physical. I passed the physical. The requirement for a nurse and then an officer and enlisted is different. So it was my sight. My vision wasn't what they wanted to be. So I joined the reserve. I drilled 1 week in a month, 2 weeks a year. Loved it. Wasn't what I had expected because I wanted to take care of people. But the reserve, you really preparing for war. So you building up tents, taking them down, pulling them up just every weekend. But I just love the camaraderie that it brought. So as time went on, I during the war, Iraqi war, I got mobilized as a reservist to Mississippi, where we were preparing medically all the people who was going downrange to war.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was there, I was just getting that heart desire again. I wanted to serve. I wanted to serve, even though the war was going on. And I talked to a recruiter. And while I was in Mississippi for those 2 years, we started working my packet. And I was a major. And I was a major. So it was kind of uncommon for a major to join the military. And I had 15 years of reserve time. But I knew then that God was opening up the opportunity for me to live the dream. It was my dream to do that. And so I got accepted to go active duty as a major. And they put me in one of the largest hospitals that the Army has. And that was Walter Reed Medical Center at the time.
Okay.
I went there, and that's when I got to take care of soldiers and wounded soldiers and just take care of people. My husband could tell you, I spend hours at work. My kids I had one in college and one adult at that time when I went active. And so I served. It was just awesome to take care of the wounded when they came back, because that was our purpose when we sign up to be nurses in the military. And from there, I got called up to deploy. So I deployed to Iraq for 6 months. Scared is all outdoors. It was fearful. It wasn't fun, but it was rewarding to be able to do what I desired to do, even though I was fearful during the whole time. And so as we look at it now, 35 years later, I hung up my boots. And so that's how my journey started.
But Wanda, tell us about, you just the part that you were horrified. Tell us, like, I've never can even imagine being out in the field, even if I was in the nurses and doctors ward. I couldn't imagine. What was it like? What was the threat like? What was that feeling?
All right. Now this is going to take a little bit, because I do have some post-traumatic stress through that time. It was sleepless nights. And then to this day, I still don't sleep.
Oh my goodness.
Because you have to be on high alert. And when you're down there, you hear so many noises. You hear the sirens going off because we're being attacked. It's just a scared time, because as a nurse, we had hospitals, and according to the Geneva Convention, they should not bomb or hurt any hospital. But people don't always fight fair.
Yeah.
We also had to take care of the Iraqi soldiers, because we wanted to win the heart and minds of the Iraqi people, so we could end this war. So that was the most challenging, because in our hospitals that I was managing, I was the head nurse, we had the wounded Iraqi soldiers, most of them.
Oh my goodness.
So if you heard anything on the news of a person try to set off an IED or any of those kind of things, and who the people were, we had the worst of the worst of the worst convicts in Iraq, and because the prison was right there. The prison was there, and the hospitals was connected. We had them.
That's crazy.
So, so it was sleepless nights, but because the camaraderie of all my soldiers, which we call ourselves brothers and sisters, battle buddies, that's what helped us actually, for me, be able to just deal with it. But you couldn't sleep, because you heard, for me, I heard too much stuff, and I don't know how other people feel, but I want to see it when it's coming, whatever.
Yeah. Even if it's coming this way, I want to be going that way.
I want to see it. I got to see it. So I don't know why I'm like that, but I want to see it. When I drive in a car, I don't go to sleep, because if anything happens, I want to see it. So that had a lot to impact on probably why I didn't sleep as much. And we would have drills, and you would have to go get in the hold, and you wear your full military battle rattle, we call it, the whole time. You can't ever leave your weapon. You got your weapon with you all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a man.
Yeah.
I can only envision what you just told me, and I can. My gosh.
Yeah, think on that
So
one.
you're trying to take care of your life, the life
Mhm.
of our soldiers, and the life of the other.
Mhm.
That I want to say enemy soldiers, but so you got all these lives that you're working on, and I bet it's so stressful. Did you ever have a time where you had to? By you being the supervisor, by you being the head, did you ever have a time where you had to calm your peers down to get them back on track?
Oh yeah. All the time. And most of the people that worked for me were very young, enlisted and nurses.
Mm.
And or young in their marriage and they have their families. We had somebody down there who had a baby right before we left.
Oh,
So,
wow.
and she was there, but when I got there, so she spent 15 months. When she left, her baby was 4 months old.
That's
And she
crazy.
spent 15 months there. So she watched her child grow up on Skype or whatever we was using
Mm-hmm.
down that
Mm-hmm.
time. So yes, but we had each other. We had a spiritual component. I always send you with chaplains, and we really had a great chaplain to help us anytime you needed anything, and he would, do services for us or just give us encouragement. Those who was
Mm-hmm.
believers. I couldn't imagine not being a believer and being down there and not having God. I don't know how people could even manage that without having that relationship with God. But we helped each other. We call us, like I said, we call ourselves battle buddy. You never leave a battle behind, and we did that.
Well, let me ask you this. Now, being a woman, a female, were there any challenges as being a female?
Well, without really going into the deepness of it, it's for me, and I can only speak for Wanda. I had a lot of challenges in the military, from the reserve to active duty, being an African American female with
Mhm.
white males. I don't know what it was, but I did.
Yeah.
And so all my whole career, if I had one of them in charge or any connection, it was never peaceful until the end of my career. I
Mm.
connected with someone who saw me for me, understood what being treated differently meant, because he was married to a man, and so he understood it, and so it made it that was my best boss I ever had.
Mm.
But he was,
Yeah.
he was a male.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he could relate because of
he could
the
relate with
type.
that part because I shared it
Yeah.
with him. I mean, people
Yeah.
would say stuff to you, and you'd be like, "Really? You really just say that to me?"
Yeah. And you're supposed to just wipe it off like it never
Mhm.
happened, or just keep on
Right.
going, staying
They always
professional.
say, "Okay, you always got to be the bigger person." I'm thinking, but
Yeah.
they just said that. If they say it, what they say, I should be to say what I want to say back.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that whole cliche, you're better than they are,
Mm,
and sometimes that helps and sometimes it doesn't, because
right.
you're better than they are, but you still want to, be able
Be
to.
treated, yeah. I could be
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
same rooms with them, sit at the same table with them. But I have been invisible a lot too,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I always say, I'm invisible. They don't even see me.
Yeah. Yeah. They see you. They just
I
don't
know
acknowledge that they see
they
you.
just acknowledge it. But
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So now, do you have children?
yes, I have 2 adult children. So
Okay.
when I started the reserve, my youngest son, he was 26, 3 years old, and his
Wow.
birthday is in the summertime. And so we had this story. We talked about it during my retirement. Is that every summer for 15 years, I was gone on his birthday.
Mm-mm-mm. That's
That I
crazy.
did my reserve training. It always, because it was summertime, it was always on his birthday. So he always got a whole lot of stuff. I was mail stuff. I was only gone for 2 weeks, but not to be there for his birthday for 15 years.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Wow.
realize it till he shared that with me at my retirement. You were gone ever since. I say, I know I hadn't to be at some of them, but we always celebrated when I got back. Those are the
Yeah.
things you kind of do. You have to do in the military.
Yeah,
as
it's
a
different.
military person.
So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I want to get Wanda to tell us some positive, fun things that she had and it's while serving our country, and then also some words of wisdom. We'll be back.
Calling all authors. Is your book ready to go from finished to fully seen? The Kami Grayson PR agency is your partner for premium branding, copyright and trademark guidance, cinematic book trailers, polished author websites, media exposure, and monthly marketing support. We don't just promote.
From the heart of the coast where the waves rise high, they magazine we lift and amplify. Stories of love, of strength, of pride. Giving back, standing tall, side by side. We are the rhythm, we are the voice. Community rising, making bold choice. On short drive, we shine, we soar. They magazine, forever, evermore.
Story has a moment when it finally meets the world. And for author Kami Grayson, that moment is now. This book is more than words on a page. It's a journey, a message, a movement.
All right, that was a quick little short snippet of my book to come. I'm so excited about that, being a woman in a man's world. So that's why this.
I saw that. I'm interested in that.
So yes, it'll be on Amazon pretty soon. I'm still working, it's completed, but now I just got to get it uploaded. So it'll be ready for everyone pretty soon. So okay, Wanda, you have shared some good things with us, some family notes, and what about you? What about self-care for you? What makes you happy right now, knowing that you've done all this major accomplishments and you've helped so many people? What do you do to make you happy?
Travel. Travel is sexy, and I love doing it.
Travel is sexy. Hey.
Yes. I started traveling maybe the last 5 years, 4 or 5 years of my military career. People thought, are you still in the military? Yeah, that was my thing. And it still is my thing.
Yeah.
My son-in-law thought I was traveling out of the country every weekend. Not really. It felt like that to him because he would see me on Facebook or social media traveling.
Oh my goodness.
So
what is the funnest place you've been so far?
Dubai.
I want to go to Dubai.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
Have you been into the hotels underwater?
Oh yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I want to go there.
I did the restaurant in the air. Oh my God. That was a little scary at first because I don't like height. But yeah. It was super, and that was for my birthday when I went last year. So it was so much fun.
Wow. Yes. Yeah. That's one of my bucket list places. I want to do that underwater hotel room. I want to do that. Yeah. That's amazing.
It is. The whole country is just beautiful. The people were beautiful. I had an amazing time. It was a bunch of military women who actually, my battle sisters, who we decided to go together.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Battle sisters. I love it. Absolutely love it. So you travel a lot. What else do you do?
I'm a people person, so I get connected with my friends. Like every weekend, I'm doing something with somebody. Or I wouldn't say every weekend because my mom is 92. So I travel to visit her at least once or twice a month too. And it's usually over the weekend time frame. But I do spend a lot of time with my friends.
Nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Doing whatever we do. I mean, we out to eat, play golf, whatever it may be. Just we all retired. So
yeah. Well, I know I asked you this before when we first met, but I think the audience, because a lot of people, I know someone else besides me wanted to know this question is, with all that's going on in the military, with the war and things going now, you served all these years. Are you where they can call you back?
No, I aged out. So they can't call me back. Yes, I aged out. So no, where normally if I hadn't aged out, they put you in inactive reserve. But because I aged out, I'm retired. So I can't go back. And if they do anything like retiree recall, I wouldn't go to the battle. I would go into one of the hospitals to backfill support. That'll be voluntary. And I'm not, I already volunteered once. I raised my hand. Well, twice for the reserve and for active. I wouldn't raise my hand again for to do that.
Well, see, I did hear that they have raised the age limit for the recruiting.
Yeah.
And
I heard
so
that too.
did you hear that as well? And so it's kind of like, okay, so it's going to be a little hard for most people to age out if they're pretty much pulling those ages back in. You know what I mean? And so, so I'm glad that you aged out, and thank you for your service, for what you've done for our country. And man, it's just amazing. So now we have come to our point where we have words of wisdom. Okay. So what type of advice could you give to a young woman who is starting that same career path? I mean, you made it to be a colonel. And so how would a woman in this today's society make it through like you have in the service?
I would say you follow your heart and your dreams, and always be in prayer. If you know God, pray and wait for an answer. It wasn't bad at all. It was a job for nursing. It all depends on your job, but I was a nurse, and I was going to be a nurse in the military, a nurse on the outside. But I would say always follow your dream and don't give up, because this was my dream at 17 years old.
Wow.
And then when I was 18 and I got that stab in my chest saying I couldn't go in, I thought it was over. But I continued to sharpen my skill set by going to get my RN and then get my bachelor's degree, you know, and do those things. So I always would tell people, whatever you put your mind to, just do it. It's a mind thing. You can do anything that you put your mind to. My mother told me that when I was a little girl growing up, and I always use that. Whatever, even if it's hard. It was hard. I went to Korea as a chief nurse. That was my best job ever. I wanted to, because you got more people you can impact. I showed up that day during COVID and saw my name on that door, and all I could do was just cry.
Wow.
God did that. He honored my desires. He knew, you know, I was faithful. I took care of people, and I did it, you know, without even thinking about it.
Right.
I just that's
first nature
gift. Yeah, that's just the gift that God gave me. So anytime you put your mind to anything, just go forward. Don't let anybody discourage you from doing something that you really want to do. Even going into the military. Every season of our life is preparing us for our next assignment. So I took all my assignments as an assignment from God.
Wow.
So just stay focused on your desire and your dream, and don't let nobody discourage you. If that's what you want to do, I'm telling you, God knows the plans He has for you.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Now tell us about your support system. So you married and you have children. Tell us about that, how they supported you through all this.
Oh my goodness. Do they support me? Especially my children, you know, they're my biggest gift. They talked, you know that your kids love you, you know, because they show that. But at my retirement ceremony, I know I had to be 200, 300 people at my retirement ceremony.
Wow.
And because I just do life. I don't do it looking for a reward. So my kids always admire that about me, how I can just show up and how I treat people. They always was my greatest fan. They always told me that. But when they spoke at my retirement ceremony, it was words that I had never heard before, because I'm just doing it. And they'll say, I wish I could be like you. But it's a gift, and then God give you that gift. Like when I saw all those people at my retirement, I'm gonna say this. I know you didn't ask me this, but I went through my cell phone and I invited everybody that I could that was in my cell phone that I hadn't even talked to in 20, 30 years. And they came. They actually showed up. It just blew. I looked out there and I was just in tears. So yes, that is. And my husband, his response was, I'm a big people person. Wanda can talk to anybody, to everybody. And I don't really talk to everybody. But if I hear anything, if I hear a need, I try to figure out how to help them.
Yeah.
If I hear something, I don't even know how to control it. I'm always willing to help. And I have a master's, and it's not even in nursing, it's in counseling.
Wow.
Yes, because
but that kind of goes hand in hand, doesn't it?
It does.
It does.
And it really was very helpful
think about it.
when I actually did. Because when I did it, I thought I was going to be this is before I came on full-time active duty. I was going to be a counselor. And I can remember my pastor wife saying that to me. She said, Wanda, you're going to use them skills on your job. And yes, I did. So I was ready and gifted, even with the learning and the training I got as a counselor.
That's amazing to me because, like you were saying, it was your gift, right? A gift from the Lord. And for you to even continue to go to school to get that degree, I think that's just amazing because you wouldn't even have thought about it. Of all the things you could have got your degree in, right? You ended up being a counselor. And so that's crazy. To me, it's crazy, but it's good. It's one of those things like, wow, I can't believe, I'm here at this point. And you were there.
Yeah.
And you were there. So aha for you. That's
I
amazing.
always say, I'm sorry. I would always say this too, tell people I became a colonel by rank, but I became a leader through the life that I live. That's how I got there. Because that's not my first name. People say Colonel. I said, no, my name is Wanda. And they still do that. People will say that now. Colonel, no, I'm Wanda.
Oh, wow.
You know.
But you know what? You wear those badges. You need to wear those badges because you earned them. I had a lady, her name's Dr. Marsha, and she earned her degree, and she said to somebody, I can't remember who it was, and she said, I'm doctor. And she said, I've earned it. And she said, my parents paid for it, and I've earned it, and I'm going to use it. And so you need to do the same thing. You really do. I mean, I know you sweet and humble, but at the end of the day, girl, you got flowers, and you need to accept those flowers and shine.
I know that's one of my challenges. I was sure that with the beginning. I don't want to. I mean, because it's effortless. I don't do anything to make it happen. To really.
You don't have to. God already done it for you.
Yes, He got it. You're right.
Yeah. He done it for you. So you earned it. And like I said, thank you so much for all that you've done for our country and the people. And like at your event, everyone was there because they were grateful for all the flowers that you've given to everyone. So, I mean, I'm so privileged to have met you today. And I want you to stay in touch. You have my email. Stay in touch and hey, let's just make it happen. Just add another girlfriend to the list.
I got it. I love it. I always like to increase my friend list.
So is there anything else you would like to share before we call it a night?
Let's see. This is I think it's like a quote or something I heard before. Your next assignment in life may not look like your last one, but it can still change everything that you do.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Everything
and we want
is an
to
assignment.
Take this and guys, please, look her up. Look at all the things she's done. If you love this video and you love hearing her story, let her know. Give her flowers. And we also want to thank Dr. Stacy Coward for sponsoring this show today. She was just a phenomenal woman that we've met, and I've been knowing her ever since I've been here. But she's a phenomenal woman that's a like friend for both of us, Wanda and myself. And so she decided she's going to put some phenomenal women on the SKST radio, and she did. And the first one is Wanda, and she did good, didn't she? So we love you, Miss Wanda.
Oh, thank you, Stacey.
Thank you for everything that you've done for us. And hey, stay in touch.
I will. Thank you for having me. This was super amazing.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, until next week, right here, SKST Radio. Tell them bye, Wanda.
Bye, y'all.